Welcome to Internices. I'm Sky. System Shock is out, everybody. Well, not exactly. Nightdive has launched the Kickstarter campaign for their reimagining or remake of System Shock. The first System Shock, the less famous System Shock, sadly. I actually really like the original System Shock, so I'm very excited to get my hands on this. I'm not going in entirely blind. I've seen the Polygon playthrough of this demo, so I pretty much know what to expect, but I'm still very curious to see what it feels like. So right from the start, we have some cybernetic UI stuff, because as you can see here, the protagonist in System Shock has been in a coma receiving a neural cybernetic implant, military-grade cybernetic implant. And one of my favorite things about System Shock, in fact, is the modular UI. Oh wow, that is a very slow walk. I like that. That sets the pace right away. So layout of this room is entirely the same as it was in the original. It's kind of get all this great stuff. It's kind of reassuring to be thrown right back into a familiar environment, and they did show like the very early screenshots of this remake showed that specific room, and just the faithful layout was a big part of why a lot of us were excited about it. This is pretty nice. I gotta say, the UI looks a little rough, but the way you interact with things and that little kind of flashing selection thing that happens on objects is very nice around the borders, on the corners of it. That's really nice. Okay. So here we have a module for our UI.
Hello? Finally got someone. Alright, my name is Rebecca Lansing. I'm a counter-terrorism consult for Triumph. First things first, get something to defend yourself with. You're gonna need it. Things on Citadel Station are bad, very bad. The comms are dead, and there is strong evidence of a biological contamination on board. And that's not the worst part. The station's mining laser is charging for potential strike against Earth. Nathan Darcy is the science officer on board. He'd have information on shutting the laser down. His office is on your level near the central hub. Get there immediately. See what you can find.
Alright, I'm not sure if there was a subtitles option. No, I mean, it's this is a pre-alpha demo, just to make it known right off the bat. So things are going to be rough. Like I was saying, I think the UI, oh that's great, you can close it again. And that's the Trioptimum logo on the other side of that briefcase right there, the triangular logo. I like some of this UI stuff. The way the reticle changes when you basically click on things is really nice, actually. There's a lot going on there. I like that. It's very nice design. Satisfying is what that is. But when you open a container and you look at like this screen is not very attractive. This looks a little rough. It certainly could be worse, but I feel like this is a little bit early. I hope that this gets changed. As you can see here, like I said, pre-alpha build, so it's not fair to really think too hard about these things. But nonetheless, you can certainly see, if you're familiar with BioShock or System Shock 2, well, less so BioShock, because BioShock is, well, a simpler game. But if you're familiar with System Shock 2, you'll immediately recognize all these RPG elements here. So this is great. I'm really excited to see we've got a screen dedicated to hardware implants. This is wonderful. I wonder if you can uninstall hardware implants once you've acquired them. There doesn't seem to be anything I can do here. And there's software games. There's a games tab. That's great. Okay, data reader. So here we could. I imagine there's a log or something. How do I interact with this? Wonder if there's a way to replay that message we just heard. Anyway, so this is the weapon we found. And over here we got some more goodies. Another upgrade. Beautiful. Beautiful. I love the modular UI. I want them to take that really far in this game. I want them to go places. That was absolutely what made the original so memorable and what really tapped into my imagination. Okay. Well, before we go anywhere, let's see if there's any information about these implants. There doesn't seem to be anything to do with this interface yet, so I'm sure there will be in the final product. But we got a key card, so we can do that. And there's an unfriendly medical robot. Oh. Okay, you can't really hold it down to charge up a swing. You can see immediately what the pace of the combat is like. It's slow, it's methodical, it's careful. Melee and System Shock 2 is also like that. How do I... Oh, right. Okay, battery recharge. Oh, that's what I already have. I'm an idiot. Okay. Soda probably can be used to recharge health. I imagine you can't use this stuff for anything. Too dangerous to use. Why? Oh, from this side you can. Huh. I wonder if I can use this as many times as I want to. Come back here and get my health refilled. Lovely. I'm actually surprised at just how much animation work is already in this, considering the early state of the game. So the Kickstarter ask on this is only $900,000, which is very, very low for as a price tag for making a game of this caliber. That's extremely cheap. There's got to be, I have to read the fine print, there's got to be some additional funding coming from other sources. I mean, Nightdive is, they're not nobody. They're an established outfit. They've been doing remasters for a while. They put out System Shock Enhanced Edition. So they've already got their hands on the franchise and have been treating it very nicely. I played Portal. I know what to do here. Frame rate is a little bit... well, the game is sort of, as I look around, the frame rate is responding rather harshly. Alright. So you can run, not very fast, but again, I really, really like the speed of the movement. It feels weighty. I like it. I feel like I'm heavy. Not 0451? That's disappointing. I actually can't remember right now if the original was 451 or 0451, but 451 has become like a famous go-to security code ever since. I guess System Shock was the first game to have it. I can't really recall right now, but it's been in everything. Famously in Deus Ex is the first code, and ever since, I guess that's the game that really made it famous.
We hope your somnolent healing stage went well. You are currently in the healing suites located on the first level. All levels can be accessed by the elevator. We hope you have a pleasant stay on Citadel's station.
So that was the voice of Shodan, and I am very happy to hear her. It's difficult to it's a little difficult to judge the distance on the melee combat. It's going to take me a while to get a feel for that. One thing I am really missing right now is the fantastic MIDI music from the original game. In fact, I think that I'll plug a little bit of it into this footage right about here. is, of course, going to be music in the final game, and I've heard a sample of it, and it's good stuff. It just it wasn't like recognizably a remake of original music that I was familiar with from the old game, but it was good for what it was. I'm hoping. I just really like the music in the original, so I know how this works because I watched the Polygon video, but you have to sort of complete the circuit path by clicking on these things, and the light at the bottom gets energized. So, and then there's a button here. Yeah, that's all very tactile and cool. I like that stuff. This is great. There's a lot of like everything just feels solid. Like all of these I feel like everything is potentially interactive, and it just the world feels believable. I like how slow that elevator moved. I like the short distance that it traveled. This is just a really nice tight space. I like this a lot. So we have this this weapon that can change power modes. We'll have to give that a shot. Oh, hey. Okay, let's not do that. Okay, you're not firing. Why are you not firing? That's better. This room looks right out of Alien. This is great. This looks very much like the original Alien movie. Wonderful. I don't really understand what's going on with this. Didn't the message say that it had alternate firing modes? But oh, there we go. Now it's working. I think it has a little bit of an angle to it because I'm holding it in my right hand. I feel like I have to direct it a little bit to the left of my target if I want it to hit. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like some of these environmental objects are labeled. And I have no idea to what extent I can actually interact with the things around me. But, I mean, you see little lights and things that could potentially... I mean, after that, after the tactility of that circuit that we completed a minute ago, anything around us feels like it could viably be part of a puzzle or a secret, you know? Like, what's up here? Okay, maybe not. How do I open you door? I've missed something, haven't I? Oh, nope, back up, thank you. It's doing it again. I don't understand this weapon. Oh, look at that. Okay, so if I right-click... Oh, look... Oh, that's fantastic. So, you can effectively examine parts of the environment simply by right-clicking on them. Oh, this is great. This is very exciting. I don't remember that kind of functionality in the original game. Yeah, I don't understand how this weapon is working. Yeah, it's like every so often I have to turn the dial, but I don't understand why. Oh, right now I'm out of energy, that's why. So, switch back to our pipe and see what we can do. Ow. Of course, the more intelligent thing to do would have been to use a battery. So I know I'm carrying this battery around. Yep. How do I use it? Does this not refill my energy? Yeah, right click is definitely used. Okay, I don't know what the battery's for. By the way, if you've seen something that I've missed or whatever, I apologize if that's frustrating, but thinking about doing commentary changes the way you approach things. As you can tell, I'm a little rough at the live commentary biz. Need a Castlevania-style backstep move. Nope! Timing. Oh, jeez. I really thought he would die eventually with one of those hits. I didn't remember the other guys taking 5 or 6 hits. No, and that's the end of the demo because I died. Aha. Well then. Obviously I overlooked this area before because I am an idiot. And I'm rushing. I don't usually play games this way. So, let's see what's inside storage. Ooh. Different color. This is cool. The material looks sort of like the stuff you see inside of a spaceship, like insulation material, sort of. Anyway. Okay, I certainly have a lot of human limbs. I hope that's going to be relevant. Empty medicine box. Oh, I wonder if we'll be doing experiments on those human limbs. Yeah, okay, sure. Fragmentation grenade. I'm surprised I was able to open that with another one on top of it. You can lean with Q and E, but I don't see a way to actually lift up an object like that. So, yeah, that seems to be all there is to this room. It's just an optional way to get some additional equipment to help you out. I wonder if this is like a quick equipment slot. Okay, so how would I actually use something that I have down there? If I press 1? Nope. Nope. I have no idea. No, let's actually try to find out. Maybe if I press G. Oh, hotbar Alpha 1. What the hell is that? I don't have a button called Alpha 1. They didn't make it on my computer. Okay. Wait a second, what was middle click is inventory. That's weird. Okay. Alright, back to this. Wouldn't it be neat if this was a little bit like The Witness and there was an alternate like circuit completion to the left side? If you take that path, something else can be activated. And you can only activate one of them at a time. Alright, let's see if I can figure this out at all this time. Where are you? It's an unfriendly little spider robot somewhere around here. There you are. Well, I have lots of options for healing, but I don't think I have anything that actually restores electricity. So, once this weapon runs out, I think that's it. Unless I find some kind of a recharging station. What does switching power modes do? Again, I have no idea. What if you're more vulnerable in that bulbous blue area at the back? Okay, that didn't work out. Damn. Alright, alright, alright. I thought he was dead for a second. Okay, maybe less vulnerable in that area, actually. Well, I'm out. Thanks for cooperating. You can at least wait until I get down there. Jesus. Oh, you're dead. You're a repair bot? Doesn't feel like it. Really feels like I should be able to use that. Let's see if this restores some health. Nope. I sure do have a lot of garbage. Alright, and this is where we left off. So... Jesus. You know, to be honest, I don't remember the original game having quite such a strong horror element to it. I certainly don't remember if the creatures spoke. That's very much a System Shock 2 thing with the many. I could be mistaken, though. It's been a very long time. Ugh, I can't believe how many hits this guy takes. There we go. Good, just what I need. Now, is there any light around here? The light button upstairs was round and beeped to call attention to itself, so it's not. I'm sure that I will find a flashlight at some point. That is lovely. This music does not appear to be diegetic. Oh no, what will I do if I can't kill that? Ah well. Oh. Alas, that is where the demo ends. Really nice vibe, though. Great mood. There obviously wasn't anything like that vista and this music in the original game. So they're going for something different. That seems pretty clear. But nonetheless, the music snippet I heard seems more in line with the labyrinthine corridor crawler of the original, which was more of an action and survival game than a horror game, in my opinion. Certainly it could be played slowly and methodically and feel like a horror game sometimes, especially if your resources ran low. But yeah, this seems to be going for something a little more modern, and that's fine. As long as it's faithful at the same time. There's no reason why it can't be a more nuanced and varied take on the idea. As long as they do the modular interface stuff, I'll be happy. And it seems like they're going to. So far, so good. I'm going to go back it on Kickstarter. Thanks for joining me. For more videos and previews, reviews, discussion of video games, subscribe right here on Internisis.